Yep, welcome back to the house in Fata Morgana. Last time we continued the maid's story. We went through like a couple centuries, and we eventually caught up to Mel and Nellie's story, and we went through that. We went through that pretty quickly, honestly. Um, yeah, basically she just learns to like put up a cocoon as it was called, like act like detached and like as a proper maid to like protect herself. She learned that from Nellie's grandfather, and then she thinks, or she thought that the white-haired girl was. This is so annoying to refer to because they're both called Michelle. Okay, I will just call the white-haired girl Michelle, and I will call the guy Michelle. I won't call the white-haired girl Michelle. But she thought that the white-haired girl was Michelle, because she forgot that he was a man apparently. And now we're on to the second story, so we're gonna see her meeting with Yukimasa, I think. Let's see. Little remains to be said about my broken self, but as I stated before we began, this is the maid's tale, so I would like to take this opportunity to elaborate on events I was unable to show you before. That is, if you can bear listening to such a dismal, miserable story. I already told you of my meeting with the beast, so I will begin the second tale from here. After Bessia slaughtered the merchant who showed up at the mansion, his mad laughter echoing through the halls. Oh, that was a cool effect. Hey, ha ha ha, hey, ha ha, did you hear that? Did you hear his screams? Ha ha ha, he said I was a monster, hee 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 hee. A mutilated body lay sprawled across the living room floor. As you can imagine, that was my first time ever seeing such a bloody, mangled corpse. I could not look directly at it, so I averted my eyes. Hey, you saw it. I just proved that beasts are stronger than humans. Indeed you did. I know, I've got a great idea. You asked if I wanted to become the master, and I said I did. Which means you work for me, isn't that right? You'll do whatever I tell you to do, won't you? What would you have me do? Chop off his arms and legs and make a stew out of him. Don't you hesitate, or you'll end up like him. Well, she's immortal, so... Yes, master. He's trying to assert his total dominance over me. That's not proper behavior for the master. Although, I am the one who offered him the role. Do it. He's an utterly mad beast. But am I really all that different? Ah, there's blood all over my hands. It sounds like someone's laughing. Is it him, or is it her? No matter what happens, it won't affect me. The cocoon is not the real me. I was looking down at what could only be described as a pile of human debris. I had done this, but that fact did not register with me. I felt nothing at all. Not regret, not anger, not sorrow or despair. Put it on fire. He said he traded it in spices. That should give him a very unique flavor. How am I supposed to work with this? I was, quite simply, puzzled. No one had ever made such a request of me in my 100 of years at the mansion. Well, you served like 2 people, so that's all I was, puzzled. But he interpreted it as hesitation or fear. So he grabbed me by the shoulder, knocked me to the floor, and skewered me with the curious blade of his. For the first few moments, he wore that deranged grin of his, but as the seconds passed, it slowly transformed into shock. Not a drop of blood spilled from my breast. In the instant he realized it, I saw revulsion in his eyes. Him, of all people. A man who cackled as he slaughtered others was disgusted by a mere maid. It was absurd. So much so, I almost wanted to cry. Heh. You. Is that all, master? Are you not going to dismember me? You could try stabbing my face, or my neck, or my stomach, or any other part of me. Maybe then I might die. Oh, now, don't look at me like I'm some exotic creature. Heh, ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Stop that. Quit laughing. Why should I? My only distinctive feature is my smile. Oh, that's a good line. I have nothing else. My hands are covered in blood, but I can still smile. It's ridiculous. I get it now. You're the witch, aren't you? Ah, I see. Only monsters ever had a place here. Every so often, I hear a woman's voice in my head. That's you, isn't it? Okay, so that is confirmation that the person who was talking to him in his head was the witch. It wasn't like another side of him or something. No, it was literally the witch talking to him. You're the witch. Or maybe not actually, because he could be, maybe he's just remembering what was her name? Pauline. Like maybe he's just hearing Pauline's voice or something. But the voice was like trying to make him become more of a monster. So I don't think that it would be Pauline saying that in his head. Monster, witch maid. What am I? Who is Giselle? Michelle said she was spirited, true to herself, that she often laughed and cried and shouted. And she had massive boobs. Ooh. But I don't know anyone like that. I'm just a maid, nothing more than a servant. The woman's voice he had said he heard was probably the real witch's, but I had no interest in that. I almost would have preferred not having to think about anything at all. Nothing would cause me to waver if my head was empty. A world without joy or sorrow sounds quite wonderful. But nothing ever went the way I planned, for the white-haired girl, whom I thought I would never see again, appeared before me once more. I was quite nearly in a panic. Beneath my perfectly practiced smile was a veritable storm of emotions. Faint hope flared up within my shell. Perhaps this time, Michelle would remember me. But that hope was, unsurprisingly, in vain. Is someone there? Yes, I came back to ask if there was anything you needed. I cannot offer you anything extravagant, not like before, but I am here to provide you with anything in my capacity. I appreciate the offer, but I need nothing. You see, because the first time we saw this conversation, we assumed that the maid was talking about the previous story, like about Mel and Nellie, when she asked if the white-haired girl remembered anything. But really, she was asking about something else entirely. Ooh. Being allowed to stay the night is more than enough. Do you work here in the mansion? Yes, indeed I do. I have been here for a very, very long time. A very long time. You might think this is not a question, but have we met before? Something about you seems familiar. And I get the feeling I've been in this mansion before. Yes, we have met. It was quite some time ago, though. When was it? It was an unimaginably long time ago. Do you remember a boy and a girl with flaxen hair? Flaxen hair? I apologize. My memory fails me. Okay, no, she was literally talking about Mel and Nellie. Okay, never mind. Do you not remember me either? I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember anything this time either. But I will not be so pushy this time. I could not bear to be so blatantly rejected again. I see. You should probably not push yourself to remember then. There were joyous times, and there were less than joyous times. But would you be so kind as to answer one question? What might your name be? My name is Michelle. White hair, red eyes, and the name Michelle. All of this would be solved if you just wrote down your name, by the way. Why must you continue to bring me pain? Why can you not set me free as you were supposed to? I see, so you are Michelle again. Again? You should get some rest. I'll make tea for you in the morning. Also, go on, close your eyes. The white-haired girl lay so quietly in her bed I could not tell whether she was asleep or awake. Even the sound of her breathing was too faint to hear. Standing over her, looking down at her, the locked away despair and wails of lamentation I thought myself no longer capable of came bubbling back to the surface. But can you honestly blame me? I had been waiting for Michelle for so long. She was the one thing holding me up. She was the only thing keeping my broken self from falling apart completely. Yet she claimed not to remember me. Do you pity her, having to go through tragedy after tragedy? But every time she showed up, she said she did not know me, bringing me more and more grief. I had been waiting for hundreds of years, waiting for her for so long, my mind slipping away with every passing day, waiting and waiting and wait. My apologies. I have to be careful or I'll slip back to what I was then. If you weren't here holding my hand now, Tell me, you are Michelle, aren't you? That's a relief to hear. Yes, thank you, I'm alright. Do you think I'm as muddled as I feel? I mean, we don't know it for Michelle, really. We haven't seen herself. Let us return to the tale then. You don't know what it feels like. You don't know how much it hurts for someone you've waited so long for. They said they don't know you. You have no idea how much it crushes me. If I didn't feel like this anymore, maybe I should just end it all with my own hands. You can't! I reached my hands out towards her slender neck. Oh, you want to kill her? I was not an especially strong woman, but I thought even I would be able to suffocate her with relative ease. She was blind at that, so she wouldn't be able to run. However, was the one thing I could not bring myself to do. I can't do it. Gah. I ran and I ran and I ran, though I knew I had nowhere to run, plunging myself into the mansion's darkness. I did not want to be there any longer. I did not want to have anything to do with her. But being an inhuman inhabitant of the house, I could not close my eyes or plug my ears to what happened within its walls, as much as I may have wanted to. It didn't matter where I was. I had no say in the matter. I was forced to observe the events until their tragic conclusion. Twisted, bloody madness, their wretched rails, creating a whirlwind of misery. When it was all over, Morgana cackled like a little girl. When Yukimasa goes fucking berserk. Ha 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 ha. Go on, you have a laugh too, my dear. There's nothing in the world better than this. It was the beast, true and true. And what a fool he was to think he could become human. Ah, I love it. He destroyed everything he had with his own hands, and then he couldn't even manage to mourn for it. Quite the unfortunate fate, wouldn't you say? Ha 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 ha. Go on, laugh with me. Laugh with me, my darling, devoted Giselle. Michelle is dead too, though. You're worried about that tiny little detail? She'll show up again, of course. So you don't need to worry about a thing. You don't need to feel bad about any of this carnage. Rest easy, my darling, devoted Giselle. If you say so. Then I shall not be concerned. Yes, that's good. Laugh. Laugh, my dear. Ha 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 ha. Okay, that was fast. Jacopo? I apologize for making you listen to my dreadful stories for so long. You must be quite wary of them by now. But worry not, for this is the final one. And despite being the end, it is neither dramatic nor exciting. It was a single phrase, the most insignificant of things, that caused me to completely lose myself and forget how I had, long ago, been the woman called Giselle. There was no malice in it. It was but a simple greeting. Do you remember how, the first time she arrived, Michelle said I had a peculiar presence about me? He felt something there between us. No? And the second time she said something about me seemed familiar. Oh, yeah. Okay, you mean about the story. Yeah, I do. Like the first story and the second story. She did not remember why, but her soul recognized the bonds we shared. This song is still a banger. So I assumed that the next time she showed up, she would feel something even stronger, or perhaps even have her memories. Despite having been let down again and again, I still held on to the faintest glimmer of hope. But when she appeared, she was someone else's wife. Hey, headmaid, get out of here. I am right here. Oh, get out here, not get out of here. I'm right here, sir. Is something the matter? I figured you should get to know her as soon as possible, since you'll be spending a lot of time looking after her. Hey, get out of here. Christ, there's not a goddamn confident bone in your body, is there? I'm sorry, I'll be right out. The first thing she said when she saw me, "It's a pleasure to meet you." It's a pleasure to meet you. What had I spent all that time waiting for? It was all for naught. It was all meaningless. In this era, she felt nothing at all for me. In retrospect, it makes enough sense. But for me, at the time, that was the end. I guess you didn't show up very often in Story True, did you? Morgana, cast me into darkness. Make me a formless being like you. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be here another second. I don't want to look at her ever again. Morgana, please listen to me. I'm begging you. No, what's the matter, my dear? You sound like you to throw a tantrum. I can't take it anymore. I can't do this. Michelle again? Oh, you poor thing. Betrayed 3 times now. Morgana, you pitiful girl. Don't groan like you're having a bad dream, my dear. I am here for you. Please, Morgana, erase me from existence. If you go away, then I will be all alone. That would be absolutely dreadful. But I... Tell me, what torments you so, my dear? What? Michelle, whom I've been waiting on for so long, doesn't... Oh, you poor thing. You spent so long writing the currents of time that you've lost sight of yourself. What? You've convinced yourself that someone else's story is your own. Someone else's? Yes, indeed. It was such a beautifully tragic tale you fell in love with it. It resonated so deeply with you that you felt the pain as if it were your own. Okay, is this when she makes up the fourth story that we saw? What are you talking about? I wanted to tell you, my dear, but you were so convinced it actually happened to you that I couldn't bring myself to take it away. Then, what about Michelle? She's not the one you were waiting for, and you are not hers either. Then, what about Giselle? That is not your name. Then, who am I? Who are you? Haha, that's a very silly question. You're this mansion's cursed witch. I'm the witch. That you are. You're both the maid and the witch. Why is she doing any of this? I don't. What's her endgame? But how? Do you truly believe that someone who has eternal life, who doesn't bleed when they're cut, and can smile no matter what happens to her, isn't a witch? How much of this Giselle's memories do you actually possess, my dear? How clearly can you remember her life? You can't, can you? You don't know what kind of story Giselle and Michelle wove, and you wouldn't because you were merely an onlooker. Much like you are now for this present tale. By contrast, how much of this witch's story do you know? You should know it very well. Yes, but that's because you... No, my telling it to you is not the reason. The details are rooted deep within your memory. Then I'm... That's right, you're the cursed witch Morgana. But you... I am you. You split into two because you refused to accept who you were. Think about it. Have I ever shown myself to you? That's a good point. Have I ever shown myself to anybody? You did, actually. You talked to Yukimasa in his head. That's why. I am the witch. That you are. Hehe. I see, it all makes sense now. Everything has fallen into place. There's one thing I still don't understand though. This story I was so enamored with, Giselle's and Michelle's story. What kind of story was it? Hehe. I'd be glad to tell you. You look like you're ready to know the truth. Yeah, and this is the fourth story. I believed every word she said. All my worries melted away like they were nothing. The sight of the white-haired girl no longer kicked up waves in my heart. In fact, I found myself wishing for her to find happiness. I was an observer, watching and hoping for the best. The tragedy that befell her did sadden me, but I felt bad for her like I would a character in a story. Caught? Caught? Yeah, I guess the metaphor with the spinning couple can be applied to Giselle as well. It makes sense that they showed that. I brought you your medicine, master. Thank you, just set it down over there. Is this after Jacopo... Is this after the story's taken place? Yes. What are you staring at? My apologies. I was simply musing about how much time has passed. I can hardly believe it has been 40 years since you were a bright young businessman. And you haven't aged a day. Why, thank you, hehe. I'm a witch after all. Well, I don't much care what you are. Could be the Grim Reaper for all I care. You still work harder than anyone else. May I ask you a question, master? What is it? Why have you not returned to your homeland? I thought it was a place quite dear to you. Can't wait for her, back there. Do you still believe she will return? To a degree, I understand how difficult it can be to wait. It's very ironic coming from you. Though for me, waiting now brings more joy than pain. With your lifespan, master, it will be the pain that wins out. Perhaps you should consider letting go? Tell me, was her name really Michelle? Well, yes, it most certainly was. But why would you ask such a thing? Have you forgotten your own wife's name? You have waited so long that it would seem, like me, some part of you has begun to break down. And you've only been waiting like a tenth of the time she's been waiting. Less than that, actually. You poor, poor man. You know, you look a whole lot more pitiful than me. Oh my, huh? Oh, there you are. What has you in such a flurry, my dear? You are a noble servant. You must maintain your composure at all times. But the master, what about him? He was found deceased in his chambers. The doctor just came out. He said it was his ailment. And it would seem the master knew his time was short, for he left a will, asking not to be given a funeral. I see. I feel kind of bad for him, though. Not only did he not have anyone at his side for his final moments, he didn't want to be sent off at all. Isn't that sad? It is for the best. There's not a single soul in this world left who could send him off. With your era drawn to an end, this mansion will soon return to existing nowhere in this world. I wonder what the next one will look like. I wonder if misfortune will befall her once more. That would be quite regrettable. Perhaps if I could convince her of her tragic fate, she would be willing to disappear from this realm with me. And if she wishes to fight that fate, perhaps she will become my next master. Calling her master seems inappropriate, but I cannot think of a word that fits better. Hehehe. I eagerly await the next era. Please, not keep me waiting for long, master. Time pressed onward, and then, at long last, you arrived. We still don't see what we look like. We're just empty. Oh, splendid. You have finally awoken. I've simply been waiting so long for this moment. Tending to the mansion all by my lonesome, ensuring it was ready for your return, master, whenever that time may be. When I caught sight of you through the window, my heart flooded. The time had finally arrived. Oh my, you do not know who I am? Why are we invisible? Are we part of our imagination? Is this all in the head? Oh my, you do not know who I am? Do you not know who you are either? It is quite a predicament. Then how about this? I am a servant of this mansion, and as such, I am familiar with many incidents that have taken place here. I shall show you the history of this house, master. Let us be off then. If you're not, I merely entreat you not to let go of my hand. Should you hold it tightly, you need not worry about being washed away by the waves of history. No matter what happens, you mustn't let go of my hand. Ah, there we are. That does look like Michelle. No matter what happens, no matter what you see, never again let go of this hand. That is everything. I prepared a number of things to say when she was finished with her tale, but I can't manage to put any of them into words. I almost ate myself for thinking it would be so easy. For letting myself hope I could simply pull her back to her old self, accept whatever had happened to her, take her hand in mine, and that would solve everything. The truth is so much worse than I imagined. So much more harrowing. She was subjected not only to her own terrible fate, but every single one of this house's tragedies. The tales she told me are things she witnessed with her own eyes. How can I possibly blame her for forgetting me, for forgetting herself, after so many hundreds of years? No, I should be. Why didn't you come for me? Why couldn't I have returned before she was so far gone? Why did you show up now, Giselle? Because you opened the door to my memories, and now I remember everything. But I didn't want to remember. I didn't want to be reminded of all those empty years, of the people who passed on, leaving me behind. Of you, who refused to show up no matter how much I begged. I don't think it was his decision. I'm not the Giselle you knew anymore. I may have my memories, but I cannot go back to that time. My hands are stained with blood, my soul worn thin. A girl who would laugh at the simplest things, who would tell silly jokes and wasn't afraid to speak her mind, doesn't exist anymore. That Giselle is dead. How can you say I'm the same girl? How can you say I feel the same way I did? How can you be sure that even now, I still love you? Can you deny the possibility that I no longer yearn for you? But the white-haired girl? Can you deny the possibility that my love for you has transformed into hate? She brings her hands up towards my throat, and I make no attempt to move out of her way. But when her fingers brush against my skin, it feels frigid as death itself. Far colder than anything I have felt from her thus far. If she were to wrap her hands around my neck, she wouldn't even have to squeeze to stop me from breathing. This is the fork in our road. One world will decide everything. Okay, thank you for saying. I don't have much time. I have to say something before the cold robs me of my voice. Oh fuck, I didn't say it in time. I didn't realize it was going to be timed. I wanted to deny it. She may have forgotten me, but what she felt still remains, as evidenced by her attraction to the white-haired girl, who has many physical similarities to me. Her feelings are still there. I sincerely believe that. But her arctic gaze caused me to waver for the briefest moment. Perhaps I only wanted to deny it for my own selfish reasons. Fucking QTE in my visual novel? It was only a few short seconds, but those seconds decided it all. Farewell, Michelle. Man, good thing I saved before that, because I couldn't have saved like during the choice. She slides her slender fingers down my neck and gently shoves me back. Giselle! I'm falling, sinking into my own darkness. I reach my hand out, but I cannot grasp anything. Her hand, The hand I felt for all this time is so far away. I try to shout, but nothing comes out. I can neither answer her original question, nor say her name. Down and down, into the infinite void. Darkness consumes everything. My voice, my hands, my very being. And her gaze. My consciousness slips away. Why? Why did I hesitate? I wish I could have at least told you that I still love you, even if you did not love me. Ending 4? Should be? Oh, it's still going? Are you sure you really wanted to let him go? Yes, I'm sure. I see. I don't think I'll ever understand. If you hate someone, you should chain them down and torture them for all eternity. There's a perfect opportunity to trap his soul. I do not hate him. Oh, is that so, my dear? After everything you said, I simply assumed. I could never come to hate him. I could never want to see him dead or tortured. Oh? Then why did you say what you did? I don't think you would understand. Probably not. I'm not particularly interested in understanding either. It doesn't matter what happened in the interim. In the end, nothing's changed, has it, my dear? You're still my darling, devoted maid. But enough time, you'll once more forget your name. Heh, what a wonderful world this is. Ending 4, a moment of hesitation. I think I liked the Paris ending better. I never know how to say the name of the capital of France in English, because obviously in French it's Paris, but in English do you say like Paris? That sounds so weird though. I guess it is Paris in English. Okay, anyway. Okay, I gotta be quick on the trigger finger. Bam. Of course, I'll deny it. While I was floating in the darkness, I heard a voice. Forgettably, it took me far too long to realize that it was your voice crying for help, calling for me. You may have lost hold on your old self, but somewhere deep down you kept calling for me, which is how I found my way here. I refuse to believe that isn't real. I refuse to stomp on a love that survived for hundreds of years. By all means, hate me. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I don't care if you spit bile at me for the rest of eternity. I will not let go of this hand. Because you asked me not to. I could kill you right now. If that's what you want, then go right ahead. But I'll fight you with all I've got. Giselle, I've missed you too much to lose you again. Ugh. I don't care if it makes you despise me. I don't care if you think I'm being inconsiderate. I want to save you. But I'm not the Giselle you once knew. I'm an abomination. My mind and body are twisted beyond recognition. I'm a disgusting monster. The woman you fell in love with does not exist anymore. So just forget about me. You are the one who should be saved, set free from me. You look the same to me. Your manners of speaking, your temperament, your physical appearance may all have changed, but you are still the same Giselle I love. You should never have done anything for a foolish girl like me. You gave your life to save mine, and I hated you for that. I never once considered how you felt at those nights pointing your blades at you, or what drove you to allow me to live. I should have, but I didn't. I was the one who trusted the witch, and yet I complained when you never showed up. I unfairly resented you for it. I am a horribly self-centered person. You'd be so much better off with someone pure and unburdened with all this nasty suspicion and doubt and animosity. You'd be so much happier with someone like her. Giselle, you've been paying attention, haven't you? You were there for all the tales I told you, for everything that has happened up to this moment. So you should know just how loathsome a woman I am, too weak to even keep herself together. No, Giselle, I'm nothing compared to her. Giselle! Gah. See, you haven't changed one bit. You still get louder and louder the more you lose your temper. True. Why do you feel the need to compare yourself to her? Because she's a better match for you. Giselle, I want you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting, and I want you to believe me when I say that I dearly miss you from the bottom of my heart. I wanted you back, and that has not changed. Believe me. I love you. I missed you so much too. I guess the witch did keep to her words after a couple of 100 years. She leaps into my arms, and she's just as cold as ever. Her warmth-deprived body feels like the embodiment of all my mistakes. I wrap my arms around her, and I'm immediately filled with unparalleled relief. Even as she sobs into my chest, her body cold as ice. And then... Wah! The darkness parts. Is this the end of the story? There's no way. I still have a lot of questions. We are once more at the top of the observation tower. It's still shrouded in a miasma of shadows, but we're back in the mansion now. We have emerged from the darkness in our heart. Michelle. Yes? I'm sorry. For what? I never should have erased you from my memories. Yours are the memories I needed to hold on to tightest. I was so glad to hear you say you still love me, even after learning the truth about me. Thank you so much. I'm incredibly relieved. As I watched, it felt like you were slipping farther and farther away from me, Giselle. It terrified me. Maybe it makes me a coward, or pitiful, but I was truly afraid of you coming to hate me. I would never hate you, Michelle, ever. Thank you. We must leave this place. What? It would not be wise for us to remain here long. The air is still thick with darkness. But the front door won't open, and even if we could get out from somewhere, what would happen to us? We finally found each other again after so long. I want to share a quiet, modest life with you like before. What if that all disappears when we step outside? After all, we are... She doesn't finish, but I feel like I know what she was going to say. We're different now. She's stepped far outside the bounds of mortality, and the same could be said of me. I am. The man known as Michelle is long since dead. The mansion itself does not follow the rules of nature either. As beings no longer in possession of their proper forms, stepping outside these walls could very well mean the end of us. I can't say what might lay in store, but we must return. Even though by staying here, we could be together for all time. This is kind of a parallel of how the fifth story ended, because in that story, they had an opportunity to leave the mansion and go live at the capital or whatever, or go live with the Bollinger estate. And they were saying like, well, we could go and try to live a better life there, but maybe we should just stay in the mansion forever and just live peacefully like this. It's kind of a parallel to that dilemma. I don't imagine that would be a very happy life. There's no sun here, no chirping birds, no trees or breeze to rustle the leaves. If we stay here, the nothingness will eat away at us. We have finally retained our old selves. We need to take action now while we can. What if I say I want to stay here? Then I'll drag you out. It's almost like we've switched places. Back then, it was you who wanted to stay. True. Wait, no, that's not true. You wanted to stay too, I seem to remember. It's also kind of funny hearing you speak favorably of the outside, and especially the sun. The words, "that's all thanks to you," are on my lips, but before I can say them, I find myself hypnotized by her smile. That smile has picked me up so many times. She claimed it's our only redeeming feature, but if she didn't have it, my life would have gone in a very different direction. I'm grateful to have gotten that back too. Say, we're in the middle of a very touching reunion, wouldn't you say? I suppose so, yes. And wouldn't you say there's a certain way these things usually go? Oh, are you gonna kiss? Huh? Are you really going to make me say it? I was hoping you might perhaps kiss me? What? What? Oh, seriously, what? What did all that boldness from a second ago go? What happened to all that momentum you were building? Yeah, about that. I think that might be more appropriate later. Later? How much later? A couple centuries later, after we find an exit. We're, you know, in a hurry. You're just making excuses because you don't want to. I swear that's not it. Giselle, let's save that for when things aren't as crazy. I can't relax and enjoy it right now. What are you, 12? Oh, hush. Alright, fine. But you better keep your words, got it? Promise. Let's go then. Let's find our way out of the mansion. There, our frozen time should begin moving again. That's hopefully where our future awaits. It will be. No, we'll make it so. Yes, we will. If we leave the mansion, it should release our souls as well, and in doing so, should finally provide our deliverance. How do you know this? So I mustn't hesitate. To end all of this for both of us, we must start again. This is where we... Oh no, the witch! What? Darkness. It's a blackness purer than anything I've experienced in this house. Not a trace of light anywhere to be found. Why did I ever think the house would let us go so easily? Why did I ever think our time in the darkness was over? Michelle! Ah! The darkness surges through the open door like a wave, flooding the observation tower, like ivy growing widely to cover every last inch of every surface. Consuming, defiling, eroding, our fingers slip apart, and concentrated rancor rains down upon us. Ah, how hideous a world this is. This is like JRPG final boss music. No, Michelle. Please, please. Don't let go of my hand. Oh no, he let go of her hand. Giselle! Michelle! I said I would never let her go again. I said I would get her out of this place. I swore I would. But as hard as I try to stretch, I can't reach her hand. Help, Michelle! I can't move. I can't move my body. I went out of my way to give you a beautiful tragedy. So why must you so stubbornly insist on this ugliness? The more you struggle, my dears, the thicker and more palpable your filthiness becomes. Ah, it's sickening. Wouldn't you agree? She's always spat her ballad with a song-like cadence. Singing like a little girl, chirping like a morning bird, she celebrates misery, and she watches for the worst possible moment to let out a cackle. Morgana! Oh, hello. That's what you look like? I like your hair. I swear, you two are hopeless. I pity you. I give you my deepest condolences. Let go. Let me go. Don't take me away from him. Giselle. The darkness seeping into her grew thicker by the moment, and its black tendrils weren't just wrapped around her, but me as well. Stop this, Morgana. Let her go. Haha, wow, nothing more original? I need a devoted puppet to protect this mansion from me. So I can't give her up, not even at your request. Besides, why should I give back something you threw away? Something you abandoned again and again? What are you talking about? You still haven't figured it out, my dear? Or are you just feigning ignorance for your own convenience? You always did like to withhold anything that might prove disadvantageous. Okay, big twist coming up, I can feel it. Big twist coming up. Michelle. Giselle, give me your hand. Reach harder. Reach as hard as you can. Grab my hand. I can't do it. It's like I'm tied up. I can't move at all. Gah. She's right there. She waited so many hundreds of years for me. Finally managing to reclaim herself. And she's right there. So why can't my hand go any further? Are we not is she not gonna is Morgana not going to elaborate on what you just said? You still have... Why should I give back something you threw away, something you abandoned again and again? You still haven't figured it out, my dear. Just feigning ignorance for your own convenience. Is it just that he's also the white-haired girl? Why can't I get her back again? Michelle! Her voice is growing fainter, more distant. The darkness shrouds her, taking her away from me. Her arms, her fingers, the hands she led me with. Her smiling face, her once glowing grin, and her now more modest smile. The witch's darkness is stealing every last bit of her. No! Michelle. Stop, please don't do this. Take me instead of her. Why does it have to be her? Why her? Morgana. Oh, that's not good. Why? Because your work is done, my dear. By all accounts, as the one who resurrected me, you should have become my guide as well. You're the one... What did you do, Michelle? But you let a silly woman emotionally manipulate you and gave up on cursing others. And then you threw away your life, deluded it into thinking you were protecting her. Morgana, you already gave up the position once. Don't think you can just walk up and ask her back. Set Giselle free. I'll do anything you ask. If you need a puppet, I'll be your puppet. If you want more from me, it's yours for the taking. But I can't leave her to remain in this cursed house any longer. You certainly have let your obsession for this girl take its toll on you. I much prefer the old, pessimistic, cynical Michelle. It wasn't until I met Giselle that I truly became human. She made me into what I'm supposed to be. I can't lose her again. Is that so? Well, you come to the harsh realization soon enough that everything you saw in her was just a facade. It was not. Alright then. If you want her back so badly, you can have her. But in exchange, I want you to entertain me. Will you endure maddening agony for me? Will you know pain enough to make you howl? Will you face despair again and again and again? If you need to hurt that badly, you can bear anything, can't you? Ugh, if that is what you want from me, if that will allow her to see the sun once more. Brilliant. Wait, Morgana! Morgana! As you wish, foolish boy. I was looking for a way to keep busy anyway, so I'll use it to kill some time. Find your way to me, my dear. Find your way to me without going mad or succumbing to despair. And do hurry, or she might lose her mind again. Ah! Those memories you forced her to relive. Those hundreds of years she spent locked away in her shell. All that fear that ate away at her. It's a bit much to have to reflect on with a clear mind, wouldn't you say? That's why I need to be there for her. Why I have to get her out of here. That's my obligation to her. You're the one who let go of her hand, though. True? Ha ha ha. You can put a broken cup back together, but the slightest tap in the wrong place will shatter it again. Morgana. What's her problem? The witch's cackling fades into the distance. My outstretched hand is completely enveloped in the shadows. I can't even make out the faintest outline of it. And I can't tell if I'm sinking, floating, being pushed along some invisible stream, or falling with incredible speed. My eyes are open, but they can detect nothing. The complete lack of sound is almost painful. Nothing, anything, anywhere. Void. My consciousness begins to drift. Vague remnants of the feeling of her hand in mine are my only link to reality, my one and only landmark. Giselle, I must get her back. She waited and drank for hundreds, no, almost 1,000 years. Now it's my turn to act. I have to hold that resolve, hold it firm, so that I never forget her again, so that I never lose myself again. Even if I'm consumed by the darkness, you must never back down. You must never look away. You must never lose her. Malevolent Supreme. That house in Fata Morgana? There's no way that's the end. There is no way. The story behind the story. What? Complete chapter 6. What's going on? This is indicating Michelle's POV. Okay, this would be a good stopping point, but I want to see what's going on. Hey, Master. Hello? Is anyone in there? Master? New beginnings. Oh good, welcome back. What's gotten into you? I thought you had fallen asleep with your eyes open. I'm not accustomed to people needing my attention. Or I suppose, talking face to face at all. This is my mansion? Giselle's right in front of me, smiling like she always did. Smiling for me. You're not hurt. Giselle? You have been alone for 10 years. Now I'm living here with you. So what do you say we do a little practice conversation? Practice conversation? What exactly do you think I am? Yeah, no offense intended. I just thought it'd be nice if you had more back and forth skills. So in short, you're saying I'm such a poor conversationalist, I need training? Hey, don't get so snippy. That's not what I meant. I'm saying we don't talk enough, and I want to talk to you more. It's fun. No, this is an old memory, from when Giselle first returned to the mansion, and we were just starting our new life together, when we were still feeling around in the dark. What exactly would you like to talk about then? Each other, of course. I have nothing to say. Nah, let's not be rash. It can be anything. Things you like, things you don't like. Start with something small, insignificant. Does that serve any purpose? It does, yes. The more you know about someone, the closer you feel to them, and the better friends you can become. Is that how it works? Now that that's out of the way, ask me something. Ask me anything, I'll gladly answer. Her eyes were lit up like a child's. Is she really so eager to converse with me? I don't believe it. What's the matter? I'm ready for anything. Very well, I'll ask whatever comes to mind. Go for it. Oh. I mean, obviously I'm gonna ask every question, but you haven't told me your age. Tell me about your family. Tell me your preferences. You like being here. I mean, this one's funny. Of course, she's probably gonna get mad. I mean, fuck it. My age? Take a guess. I thought she said she would tell me anything. Oh wait, do I get to answer? You must be 30. You're joking, right? Yes? Some jokes are in bad taste. I'm not nearly that old yet. Good job ruining my day. This topic is over. Choose something else. Oops. Wait, okay, wait. I wanna know. Can I actually 25 maybe? 25? Are you saying I look mature? Guess I was wrong. While I am making the effort to act a little more grown up, you shot just a tiny bit too high there. So how old are you? 20. I was born as summer was starting, so I'll be 21 soon. You're surprisingly young. Surprisingly? You're just rather well developed. Just where are you looking? They're kind of hard to miss. For goodness sake. You're next, Master. How old are you? Oh, she didn't ask us this before. As I recall, I should be 27 this year. Oh wow, you're much older than I expected. You're much younger than I expected. What did you expect? You are very mellow, like I would expect of an older man, but every once in a while you give the impression of a teenage boy. For what it's worth, I mean that in a good way. For what it's worth. Yeah, I wanted to see the other answers, I'm curious. $18? I look like I'm still in my teens? You talk like a young lady. Really? Because I've been trying to act older. So how old are you? I'm 20. I was born... Okay, yeah, this is the same. I'd like you to sing a song with me on my birthday. Not a chance. Oh, come on. Have a heart, please. You just wait. I'll make you sing. Now it's your turn. How old are you, Master? Okay. What if we get it right on the money? Wow, you're exactly right. You're surprisingly astute, Master. And what's surprising about that? I didn't expect you to get it on your first try. Have you been secretly watching me? Oh, Master, you're making me blush. Why the silent death stare? I'm struck with an overwhelming urge to hurl you out a window. Oh, you're no fun. Okay, it's your turn now. Okay, yeah. It's the same. Tell me about your family. Wants to know about my family? We're pretty normal, I think. Not much interesting about us. We had been able to get citizenship in the capital, but we weren't super rich or anything. In fact, it was because we were having money trouble that I ended up here. It's not easy for tree women to make it on their own. You didn't have a father or any brothers? No, we lost my father to a plague when I was young. And since then, it's been me, my mother, and my older sister. I remember the plague being mentioned vaguely. But they're both bright, lively people. Our family motto is, a smile can make anything better. Maybe that explains why she can still smile now, even after nearly succumbing to despair. I've always kind of wanted some brothers, though. Men are more suited to physical labor, yes. Not quite what I was going for. I feel like, I don't know, the kinds of things you would ask a brother and a sister for help with are different. I'm not sure how to explain it, but a guy with broad shoulders and muscular arms is someone you can look up to, for instance. Someone who looks like they'll always keep you safe. That's kind of problematic of you, Giselle. She's never been betrayed by family, it would seem. She can't even imagine a family hurting her. Can you? She has no idea that those closest to you, those who are supposed to take care those who are supposed to care about you more than anything, can be your greatest enemies. That blood is a bond heavier than any chain. Master? I believe your brothers are still on your side. It's been so long, I don't know if they are. I don't know what they think about me anymore. I'm sure they're still your allies. You want to believe it too, don't you? You want to believe they're not enemies. Let's believe in them together then. Anything you want to believe, you should. It's such a better way to look at the world than the other way around. You have to be positive, or one day you'll crack. Always remember to have faith so it doesn't happen. Ironic. I don't understand. She's honest about her emotions in a way I simply cannot be. She's the exact opposite of me in that regard. And yet she can still read me. I don't get it. How can she understand me like that? It's like she can read my mind. If only I could just tell her everything. Make it all another page in her mindless chatter. Get everything weighing down on me off my chest. Why don't you? Something the matter? You're cruel. What? I said you're cruel. I'm sorry. Ignore me. In preparation for the day you can finally go back home. Going to have to stop being such a picky eater. Where did that come from? Think about how terrible it would be if, when they finally came, you went back sickly and weak and emaciated. You wouldn't be able to enjoy yourself. You're still alright, Master. You're doing okay, so let's try to keep you healthy. Hmm. Is it just that he doesn't want to tell her, or he literally cannot tell her? Tell me your preferences. Wow, how very forward of you. Huh? And my taste in men is the last thing I expected you to ask about, Master. I don't recall specifying people. Nah, don't forget the details. It's only natural to be curious, so let's make it about that. And that's the last thing I wanted to talk about. Alright then, tell me about your first crush, Master. This might be a sore topic for him. And I have to start? I never had one. Oh, what? No, I'm not buying it. You were living at home until 10 years ago, weren't you? Surely there was someone who caught your eye. There was not. Without missing a beat. Oh, fine. Then I'll go. My first crush was the son of a blacksmith. You missed the part where you asked what kind of guy was he. This is such a pain. This is a very Japanese sentence, by the way. I've said a couple times so far that a lot of the translation, it's been hard to tell that this was even translated from Japanese. But this right here is an extremely Japanese line. Since you asked, and he was a huge muscular fellow. He was so tall he would always hit his head on the doorway whenever he came to our shop to trade. Oh. Nice beefy guys really are great, huh? They make your heart get all fluttery and tight. You're trying to imply I don't have a chance? Though, I think that was more admiration than love. You know, the way a group of girls would get together and fawn over a popular, good-looking guy, it was like that. So you're saying the buff bastard was popular? Very much so. I wonder what love feels like. I never got the chance to find out before ending up like this. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get all dark on you. Say whatever's on your mind. I don't deserve your consideration. It was my family that put you through that after all. Perhaps it is my reticence that causes her to watch her step around me. Damn. Need to come up with something to say. When I was 14... Oh? You asked about my first crush. I knew you had one. So tell me, what was she like? She was the daughter of a noble family. Her name was Amy. Amy Roses? And she was a year older than me. Let's write that down. Oh, wait, I think I skipped something. Amy. Okay. Love between nobility. A world I can only even imagine. It never went anywhere. What? You didn't try to woo her? You didn't shower her in presents? Were you by chance a late bloomer, Master? She was my brother's fiancée. Oh, I see. So it was a love that could never be realized. That's sad. Not really. Besides, I don't feel anything for her anymore. What I felt then was just impulses. I guess that makes us both inexperienced. I suppose it does. Okay, I think that's enough of that. So it is. Do you like being here? Of course, I love it here. Being with you, being able to talk to you like this. See, that I don't understand. What? Why not? I find it difficult to believe there exists any reason speaking with me would be anything but unpleasant. You're so negative. Oh, hush. Say that, for example, instead of me, there was someone not so pessimistic here. You'd rather be talking to them, wouldn't you? I really do enjoy this, truly. I'll admit, my time down in that village was, for the most part, delightful. But, oh, how should I put this? I started realizing, yeah, I'm kind of forcing myself to fit that image. And I'm trying to convince myself that that's okay. But somehow, when I'm here, there is none of that. I wonder why that is. I certainly wouldn't know. I suppose you wouldn't. I know, maybe I think of you as a kid now. Come again? I love talking to kids. I love kids! What? Hey now, don't give me that look. What I'm trying to say is, you're very sincere, Master. You're not going to smile and stab me in the back when I turn the other way. Except for the time that you did almost stab me with a knife. Except for that. I can relax around you, which is nice. I see. You just blushed, didn't you? You're blushing, you irritable little thing. It's alright, you're allowed to fall for me. Is there any window in particular you'd like to be thrown out of? No fun at all. This is very Tsukumi and bokeh comedy duo. Okay, let's stop here for now. This scene might go on for a bit longer. We're running out of save slots. Are these autosaves? Yeah. This wasn't labeled as the 7th door, right? Is this still technically a part of the 6th story? I'm not sure where this is gonna go. I imagine this is gonna lead into revelation, like the revelations of what Michelle did, like regarding the witch, and like what he's been hiding this whole time. Because that's like the biggest, one of the biggest mysteries remaining, and it seems like we're heading in that direction. Like she's gonna ask about something, and he's gonna like remember, and then we're gonna see that or something. I keep asking this. What the hell is the witch's deal, man? What is her problem? Is she just evil? Is she's just a piece of shit? She just likes killing people, or not killing people, but torturing people. I guess so. Let a girl have hobbies, I guess. Okay, gonna end here for now. I keep thinking like, wait, is this gonna be the end of the story? Is this gonna be the end of the story? But it keeps going. But it seems like we're approaching the end, or maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? We'll reach the end when we reach the end. I could go on VNDB or something and check the average playtime, but that's kind of lame. I like not knowing when the story's gonna end. It makes it suspenseful. I really thought for a second there when the name of the game popped up that was the ending. I was gonna be a little peeved. Buy the sequel to see what happens to Giselle, like something like that. Okay, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop here for now. See you next time.